What up, world? This your boy Jay Boogie,
Yo, what up, kid? It's your boy Kimbo.
Oh,
and we have our girl back. Introduce yourself, home girl.
I'm a
Yeah,
peace of mind. It's always a pleasure.
Always
yes,
a pleasure. Yeah, man.
yes,
I
indeed.
definitely had to. Honestly, these do be my favorite ones. Had to get you on. Um, Definitely to talk about this. What's going on in the world? Because it's funny we didn't record Friday because it's like I just really couldn't find anything. You know what I'm saying to talk about, and
Yeah.
I just didn't want to get on here rambling. And then,
Yeah,
but there was it was Thursday. What? Yeah, it was Thursday. I sent him that text.
yeah.
Friday, the whole thing with I don't know if you still follow basketball that much, Lyric, but old boy Brunson, he left 113 mil on the
On the
table
table. Yeah,
for the Knicks.
Ooh.
Yeah, to give them flexibility
Uh huh.
to give them flexibility, to find them help. You know what I mean, so they can compete for a championship.
Correct.
I personally thought that was commendable. I
Yeah.
thought that was cool because our Heat, we stuck in limbo right now. We don't have anything to add to the team. But of course, I'm looking through Bleacher Report community. Everybody clowning the man, talking about that was a bad move. F that, pay me my coin, da 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 da. And they even Mr. Paul Pierce, he had something to say about it because I mean, of course, there's no guarantee that you're gonna
Correct.
win the championship.
Hmm.
But I thought, you know what I'm saying? Is it just me? Am I stupid?
Me personally, thinking about it, what he's doing is being selfless. He's not being selfish. He's not thinking about the money because he has more than enough money. So why not put some of that money on the table and give their team an opportunity to have a chance to compete and to possibly go to the finals? So, I mean, like you said, it's commendable. You don't find many people that do that because all they're worried about is their money. So you can see that he's not just about his money. He actually want to go farther than what they're doing right now.
Right.
So I think from my perspective, if that was me and I'm already making money, why not put some money on the table? It's an investment in
That's what I'm.
another player that you can bring on that can help the team. You
That's
know,
what I'm saying.
and if he's
yeah.
doing it all by himself, he really don't have. Yes, he has a team, but if he's like the top player, then why not get some add-ons that can be an addition to the team that help add value and everybody gets better. You know.
Right.
Right.
Kimbo, talk to
Yeah,
me.
yeah, man. Yeah, I agree with what both y'all said. I always say that, when you're making money, especially when you're making millions, when you're making millions of dollars, whether it's 75 million, 100 million, 200 million, you're still a millionaire. Okay, so he took 115 million instead of 200 million. That's still a lot of money. That's still life changing money.
Right.
That's still money that's probably gonna help his kids. I mean, if he has any, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean. So yeah, I could definitely commend, just to piggyback on what, yeah, I commend that. I mean, there's not a lot of guys out there like that. Everyone is so selfish these days. Just me, me, me. I want now. At the end of the day, you can't get mad at a person that just wants their money, because you earned it. You played for it, you worked hard, you did
Right.
all these years of everything, whatever it is, whatever field that you're in. Yeah, you want your money. That's in any field. Whatever it is, you want your money. So yeah, if you feel like you deserve it, then yeah, so be it. Then hey, get it. But in this situation is sports, so it's a little bit different. So he says, okay, well, you know what, 100 million is good. I can work with that. I mean, that's only 4 years. In 4 years, I think he'll be right around 30. So maybe he can get that mega, that mega deal then. Maybe that's probably how he's looking at it. So yeah, hey, whatever it is to help the team, whatever it is that you have to do, yeah, I applaud that. It's a lot. It's not many guys like you said, like that. Tim Duncan is definitely one that comes to my mind when the
Mm.
Spurs were on their run. Uh, Parker and Ginobili. I know all those guys kind of took little cuts to kind of make sure that they had the right pieces around their team. So that's why they were so successful. I think the big three did it, but with Braun, Wade, and Bosh, but it wasn't much.
Right.
It wasn't like how Brunson. It wasn't like that. So they might have took a couple million less, or maybe 5 million or something like that. I don't know. So, but
sorry.
But yeah, go ahead.
No,
Yeah.
I just have one more thing. And when you're making that type of money, it shouldn't bother you to take a cut, because making that money, you should be using. You shouldn't just be banking on basketball, because if you get hurt, you need to have a couple of businesses on the side, start your own brand, flip your money, invest in stuff, buy property up, rent it out. You're gonna obtain assets. Buying all these cars and stuff. Yeah, it's okay to treat yourself, but you can't drive all them cars. So why get all these cars? Why are you flashing all this jewelry and stuff like that? Why? So that's how that's it. It's a mindset thing. It always revert back to a mindset. So if your mindset ain't stuck on, okay, let's help the next person, because when you unconsciously help somebody out or help the next person, you're always going to be blessed. But sometimes when you just money, the root of all evil, they say, is money. No, it's the love of money.
It's the love of
yes. Because and just as quick as God can put it in your hands, He can make it go through your hands like water.
Yeah, and it's just funny, man. It's like you say, it's all about the mindset, because it's crazy how me and Lavita, we just watched the little documentary they got on Taylor Swift, fan, with that whole thing that she went through with her I want to say record manager, somebody, but it was just, but the dude, I'm talking about wealthy. I ain't gonna say rich, because rich is not that. You know what I'm saying? You got some money. Right. It ain't life changing money. He's wealthy, but every time you seen this man get into a car, it was like a Chevy Tahoe or something like that. And not once did I see this man hop in the doggone Bugatti. I don't know if he got it. Don't get me wrong. If he has it, cool. But it's like, long story short is, it's just funny how every time somebody get a little piece of money, when they trying to get a car that they can floss in, they want to get all the jewelry, all that. It's like, come on, man. It's one thing funny that Kanye West did say, millionaires don't wear their money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you got it, fine. But I mean, for you to wear a house and you bragging about you wearing somebody's house around your neck, why?
That part.
Why?
Right. Yeah.
What's the use?
Yeah.
What's the use?
They try, I think about that when you mentioned that. I think it was Rod Wave. I think that's who it was. But he was talking about, how when people see the celebrities on social media and they see them with the ice out and all that. So, they do that fake it till you make it type of thing. But Rod Wave said, listen, he said, yo, don't be going out here buying the stuff thinking that I bought this. He said, this watch on my wrist, it was sponsored to him. So a lot of this stuff that these celebrities have, they may be sponsored to them to get people, it's like marketing 101. You see a celebrity, right? So they're going to think automatically, okay, they're going to buy it. He talks about, his son, how he shop on the budget. He asked his son, what kind of shoes are these? He had on some Jordans. Little baby was like, these are daddy shoes. He's like, see, these kids don't want no Jordans. It's the parents that's putting them in all this stuff. They heroes are Batman, Superman. He was at because they were in Walmart, and he said, what shoes do you want? The baby pointed to, I think it was like Superman or Batman. So that shows, again, we always revert back to the mindset. Don't, just because it's flashy, don't mean you have to buy it. Just because it's flashy don't mean you got it.
Right. Yeah.
It's a lot of fake it till you make it, and they broke. You spending all this money on gold cars and stuff. You get your income tax, you going to buy a brand new car, and some people get their car repoed within 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
You don't need. Listen, I drive a 2007 Nissan Maxima. I got over 200,000 miles on it, and I'm still riding. Why you won't get a new car? I ain't got no payments. My car's still riding,
Come
until
on.
that thing blow up, I'm going to drive it.
Literally.
Literally. You know, but like you
Yeah.
say, we talk about mindset all the time. You know, we always be on that mindset. It's just the mindset. You know, if you have that I want to be rich mindset, you ain't gonna never have it. You know, if you had that, oh, it's the same thing, just a different day mindset, you ain't gonna go nowhere. You ain't gonna
Mhm.
grow. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah.
it's all about the mindset, and like it's with the whole mind thing. Now, I'm glad I got you on here, Larry.
Mm-hmm.
I will try to get another one of my cousins because her hair is natural as well.
Okay.
Um, did y'all see they clone Tyrone?
Oh, that was a good movie, but it
I
actually makes you
saw it.
think.
Right.
I'll have to see it again though, but I saw it once. Yeah. Yeah.
You
So,
didn't pay attention to it.
I didn't really pay no attention. It just didn't grab
bro,
me like that. So I probably
Yeah.
have to watch it again. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
man, look. So it was, you know what I mean. It was a good movie. It really gave me kids. I don't know if you saw Undercover Brother. It gave me real Undercover Brother vibes.
Yeah. I
But
seen
at the
that.
same time, my mom always told me, even though it's a lot of times it's truth in a joke.
Yeah.
And it's all entertainment, but the powers that be, they gotta show you, they gotta give you some, they got to, it's they playing their hand. That's pretty much just all what I'm trying to say. They're playing their hand. And what I'm saying is, what the next topic I'm trying to go into is the hair products.
Mm-hmm.
Finding all of these toxic chemicals in products that black women use.
Mhm.
And it's real sad to see. And Larry, I guess I'm gonna just go ahead and ask you, when the last time you had a perm, bro? Like do you use that crap in your head?
No, no. So when you think about growing up and the products that our parents use, and even the guys with like the wave caps and the blue magic, they had it in the green, blue. That's how you used to get your hair straight and curl with that little hot comb and stuff like that. Oh, you got the waves, you got the waves.
I take it off.
But when you think about these big companies, the Shea Moisture, African Pride, Dark and Lovely, they sound like they're owned by black companies, right?
Mhm.
But a lot of these top name hair companies the black products that are being used or consumed by our people, they're not made by black people. They're not made by black companies. They're owned by somebody else. So it's just like saying, how can you raise somebody else's child if you came up a different way and that child don't know no better? So it's like, how can you make a product for my hair and
Right,
your hair is not like my hair?
right.
You know, so who cares? My mind is like, it's like saying, who cares if we put this toxin in here, this chemical in here? It's not our hair, it's their hair.
Right.
It's not
Yeah.
for us. We made it for them. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you look at the chemicals that are in here, I don't use the products. I'm gonna tell you, like, when I was in college, I stopped using relaxers. That was it. That was my last one, because I worked out. I played basketball with the guys at the League Center, and it's like, what's the purpose of keep getting my hair washed if I'm going to sweat it out? And then the beautician I had, she was over processing my hair, so I was like, that was it. That was the start of my natural journey. And even when I wash my hair, I look at the ingredients. So if it's not all natural or all organic and it's proven organic, I don't use it. I don't use it. So I think that's why I'm even with like the body care, the lotion, shea butter,
Mm-hmm.
I use Danny Morris Glorious Body, all natural. We have a lot of our people that make natural body baths, natural soaps, natural oils, hair products. That's for us because it doesn't have that toxic. A lot of chemicals, perfumes and stuff, they're not for us. They're not for our bodies. It's
Do,
not for us.
where do you get your products? Do you order it offline or do like each
No, so Danny Morris. She has Glorious Glow. I know I'm saying her. I should know it by heart, but she's
No,
right out of
it's
West
cool.
Palm. She's right here out of West Palm Beach, and
Okay.
the peppermint butter, rosemary, everything is fresh, naturally made products. I know where she getting it from. You go to her website, she tells you the story behind her product line. And when they can tell you a story and the story is deep and you resonate with that story, it's a
Mm.
good product. It's a natural product. You know, natural is pretty much the best way to go. You always have, just like they say, you got to look at the ingredients of food. For example, vegan bacon. How we know it's really plant based vegan bacon? And
It's
I
so
just
say it
when
all. I say it all the time.
yeah,
How do
so
you?
one
How do
day
you even know? Yeah.
So one day, because I don't eat pork, so I was eating the vegan bacon, and something just came made me like think about it. So it's a brand, and I was like, oh, they're doing a new brand. So one of them was veggie bacon, and one of them was plant based bacon. So they had the same company,
mm-hmm.
different. One was like in the black and white, and one was in the green. But when I turned it over, the same ingredients. So I'm like, how you gonna say this is veggie bacon, but then you say this plant based, but y'all got the same ingredients in it. So
Yeah.
they just 86 that out altogether for me. I don't even buy it no more. So it goes to say, even though it says it, you still have to look at the ingredients to see whatever it is, whether it's hair care products, even down to your toothpaste and deodorant. They put
Yeah.
aluminum in your deodorant.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It's like
So
they're making it real hard to hell. They're making it hard to eat healthy. They're making it hard to be healthy, and it's
Yeah.
just and especially with Mr. Gates buying up all the farmland. It's like you don't know what you're eating. You don't know what you're putting in your body. It's just it's awful. And Kimbo, I mean, I know you. I mean, I know you got a lot of hair, bro. So what you do for yours?
Huh. Well, I got a stylist that I go to.
Okay.
So she shout out to my girl Tori. She does my locks, my retwist, and all of that. So she take care of me when I go in to see her. So me personally, I don't have anything at the house. Now, my wife, on the other hand, she has locks as well. So she has all these different, things like, like say what Lyra was talking about. So
Mhm.
yeah, she does all of that at home. But me, as you can see, my junk looking a little scruffy right now. I need a retwist, actually. I need a retwist for real. So, um, but no, but yeah, but like you were saying about the whole thing. Now, the whole box. Remember the little box perm, that
Mm-hmm.
your parents used to have.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody kind of knew even then that it probably wasn't that great. For the head, because like I say, it'll probably burn your scalp. And
Yeah.
and all that type of stuff. But they just made this image. Everything is so image dominant,
Mm-hmm.
especially even back then. You want the long, straight hair, you want the whatever it is. So like they make all these luxurious commercials with maybe a black person on it,
Mm-hmm.
that's looking nice or whatever. So when the little girl's watching the TV, they probably like, mom, hey, can I make my hair look like that? Or, can we do something or whatever? Then, the parents, they're going to do it because even our parents grew up the same way too. So it's just like the whole thing when they had the babies and there's like, which one is the ugly one? Which one's the
Yeah.
cute
Yeah.
one? Yeah. So which one they pointed to as far as the ugly one? It was always the darker,
Mm-hmm.
black skinned baby. So we've been programmed.
Yeah.
It's just a program thing. So uh, how are we going to get out of that? I don't know. Maybe having conversations like we having now, talking about it. Maybe hopefully, I'm sure there's a lot more people out there that, that's against the, perms and stuff like that. You're seeing a lot more women being natural, this
And I love
this
it,
day,
bro.
this day and age, and I love it actually.
I
I
love
do.
it,
Mm-hmm.
bro.
I do. Yeah, embrace it, man. Embrace your hair. Embrace who you are. You don't have to have your hair all straight. I mean, if you want to do your straight hair thing, cool. But ain't no wrong with having your hair regular too. Whether they call it nappy, whatever they call it, hey man, just be you. Just be you,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
And it's
And-
like, bro, and and the one thing, I'm sorry, Larry, I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say that I know it's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody have to, take my word for nothing. I'm just saying, it hurts me when I see black women with blonde wigs and blonde weaves. Only be like, cause I just I just feel like we better than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when our women do it, that they're glorifying the other side. And don't get me wrong, I don't hate nobody.
Right.
But that blonde haired, blue eyed woman, them Karens, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I feel maybe the black girl, maybe the black woman is not trying to be that. But that's what
Right.
maybe like I said, maybe it might be just me. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
we all know I ain't perfect. Hell. So
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying maybe it's just me. What you about to say, Larry?
I think. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Then I also look at it in the sense of, you know, the women, our women that wear the blonde hair. I know you get that perception of like a Karen, the blue eye, you know. But I feel like if they know who they are and
Yeah.
they love themselves and they value and appreciate themselves, the hair don't mean anything. Like I think it's India Arie. She said, "I am not my hair."
Mm-hmm.
So the hair is just an additive because they naturally embrace who they are as a black woman, and so that's why it's good to not. It's good to uplift, especially our young black youth, female and male, our males that are coming up, and showing them how to love themselves and embrace themselves and be comfortable in their own skin. Don't let nobody take you out of skin. And hair is a way that we've seen a lot of these schools get to our kids, like the young gentlemen, and they was like, you have to cut your locks so you can't compete. And you're talking about in the States. Now he done went the whole season wrestling. And now I would have said, forget that team.
Yeah.
Straight like that. Because I done went the whole season with my hair, and you're telling me I need to cut it or I can't compete. And then here you have the coaches and the teammate, take one for the team. But when it really counts, are y'all going to be there for him?
No.
Absolutely not.
I bet because I wonder when everything was going down. I wonder how many of them teammates wore Black Lives Matter shirt.
None. Of course not. See,
and did you see the one with the little boy? He was wrestling and like he had to right during the they did a timeout for the match for him to cut his locks out of his head just so
it wouldn't work because it's like you go the whole season and then all of a sudden you get to this particular competition and you have somebody that is biased. Now you may have that counterpart with some long hair in a ponytail, but y'all not telling him to cut his hair. But y'all want the young African American boy to cut his hair. What's the difference? They both got long hair, so if they both got long hair, both of them need to cut their hair.
The perception of from one of them. That's hence the name. Why they gave him the name dreadlocks.
Yeah,
we never called dreadlocks. They named them dreadlocks. We called them locks.
They're locks because there's a different. We was actually talking about there is a difference in the formation of locks and dreadlocks. There is a differentiation between it. Then you have your free-forming locks, and then you have your wicks, and then you have your flat bills that look like a tongue.
Okay.
In some places, So, like you said, it's all about the perception. They say our youth can't wear outlandish hairstyles, and I think about the young boy that went to this predominantly white school, and he had his hair in 2 or 3 little French rolls, locks, stopped right there below his neck, and it was neat. They say it had to be neat. You had his counterpart, hair was wild. It's okay for him, but his hair is neat, not a distraction. Yeah. But you can't be in school with it. They want you to have a low fade, but y'all didn't tell this other little boy to get a low fade. So they kicked him out of school. They suspended him. He was suspended, and they wouldn't even let him make up his work. So his mom was going back and forth with an attorney to the school. And this was in the state where the Crown Act had already been passed. So It's like, forget what the Crown Act say. We're gonna do what we want to do, and that's the problem that we're having right now, especially in these schools. I know it's a little bit out topic, but I'm feeling this is my last point. For example, you guys don't want to teach Black history in class. You guys don't want to talk about slavery in class because you don't want to make your kids feel uncomfortable.
Mhm.
Then, if that's the case, why should we talk about the Holocaust? Why are you teaching our kids the Holocaust? Why should they have to learn about the Holocaust? Why should they have to learn about Indian history? Why should they even learn about any history if y'all don't want to teach the history that shows them how we got to where we are? Everybody else get to learn about where their people came from, ancestors, how they got to America. Why can't it be the same for us? What is the problem? America has already been exposed.
Right.
You know, so what are you trying to hide? You can't hide anything from the people who lived it. You can't mute them. You can't shut them up. You know.
Well, I mean, we all know the truth gonna come to the light. The truth gonna come to the light. Before I move, Kimbo, you had something to say?
No, yeah, she covered a lot. So, yeah. But I guess the whole thing with the hair thing, like I said, it's unfortunate. So, that I guess with the young man, you got to have your hair a certain type of way. Like I said, it's all a perception thing. It's just like with locks, guys with locks. It's like they're this minister society or something like that. You know what I mean? When locks was always, it's just a part of our heritage. You know, it's just a part of who we are. I don't know how many years, how many decades, centuries it goes back, but I'm sure it probably goes back a long time, a long way. So it's just their way of just flipping, you know, just flipping the script, so to say. You know, and just like how I seen a video about the rainbow. Now, you know, the rainbow means it's a covenant.
That's the covenant.
It's a covenant between, you know, God and his people.
Correct.
So now they flipped it. Now it's meaning something else. I ain't gonna say nothing. I don't want to mess up nobody or,
I don't know. Now, since you went there, bro, and we got some people on, and Lyric, since you say you agree with them, is it kind of funny to y'all that Pride Month is in the same month as Father's Day?
You know what? I didn't even think about it.
I didn't realize.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And when it was brought to my attention, I was like, well, dang, that's kind of strategic, if you will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And one thing that God really despises is pride.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But we gonna. I'm gonna leave. I'll leave that right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were still talking, bro.
Yeah. So like I said, it's just what the media does. It's like the media can build you up and make you a certain way, or they can tear you down and make you a different way.
Come on, Dave Chappelle.
So that's just that's just the unfortunate thing. So, I mean, yeah, man. It just sucks that, you know, our people are in, you know, the position that they're in, that we can't be and express ourselves, you know, how we want, you know, and not have to have any backlash or someone say, "Oh, why are you doing that?" or "Why is it like this?" or "You shouldn't be doing that." Why does it matter? You could do what you want. You know, other people can wear their hair how they want or do whatever they feel. Why we gotta, you know, humble ourselves or make ourselves feel a certain way or dress a certain way just so that we can fit in? Nah. We don't need to fit in. Just keep, like I say, I always say, just keep being you, man. Just keep doing your thing. Don't worry about what no one says about you or have to say about you. That's it.
As long as you ain't hurting nobody, man. It's like, you know,
that's it.
Freedom of expression. I mean, as long as you don't hurt nobody, you're not hurting, especially hurting any kids. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing demeaning in what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see why we have to strip ourselves all the way down just to make somebody else feel like I'm not dangerous, just to make somebody else feel like, just to make somebody else feel safe.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That you're not
I
a threat.
mean,
Yeah.
Even when
right.
you
I
do
mean,
that,
say that
even when
again?
you do that,
Yeah,
you
it's
still
it's
consider a threat. Regardless, you
it's
can
so
say good
open.
morning.
It's
Yeah, you
so
can say good
open.
morning, and they looking like, oh
Yeah,
my gosh, like you know, like you said, just be you. That's all you can
Mhm.
do.
That's it.
You pray every morning, Psalms 91, and go about your day and keep it moving. Don't worry. You know, they're gonna see you how you see. They're gonna see you how they see you, regardless. Because, like you
Anyway,
said, that perception is already in there,
it's
so they
already there.
already have that image of, okay, if I see this type of black person, then they must be like this and this.
Yeah.
hmm
They box us all in a little box, and we can't
countless,
be boxed in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
countless
Mhm.
videos, and I think I sent y'all like a couple of them. Just, I mean, it's funny
Yeah.
to me. You know what I'm saying? And I hope whenever, if ever, I'm confronted like that, I could just laugh at it. It'll still be
Mhm.
funny to me, and I don't turn into uh what I can normally turn into in bad times in my life. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Now we get into the thick of things. I said earlier, the truth will always come to light. And Lyric, before we got on, Kenji, before you hopped on,
Mhm.
we were talking about, this next topic, the probably the final topic, because I know this is gonna go. I had to get them other two things out of the way. This one is going to go. Like I said, we didn't record,
Mhm.
and we didn't record the other day because I couldn't find anything to talk about. And first, it was the Brunson New York Knicks deal. Then it was, the 72 toxic chemicals that's found in, relaxers for black women's hair.
Mhm.
And somebody got shot at.
You gotta
Oh
say pew pew.
yeah, pew pew. Somebody got pew pew that over the weekend.
Yeah.
And it, an assassination attempt. And it was funny. I showed my wife, there was this little, somebody posted something. I showed my wife, they was God, they had a silhouette, make it like it was an invisible like person holding uh Trump's shoulders and saying that, we're gonna pray for him and this and that. And I showed my wife and she was like, well, yeah, if you don't feel like that, you're not a Christian. Because we, like I was just saying, pray for your enemies. Last time we was
Of
on,
course.
and yeah, right, you gotta pray for your enemies. I'm like, babe, you know what, you right. Because I don't, like I said, I'm not gonna wish death on anybody because that same energy you put out
Can come back to you.
can come back to you. And I
Right.
don't, I just not too long ago had to bury somebody, and that messed me up. So I'm good on that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm, like I said, I was praying for this man, and then I seen another post. First it was with, and I get it. God moved him out the way and he was protected. Then I seen another post where it was an angel and, Trump this and Trump that. And then I seen another post, the same little organization or entity or whatever. And I'm just like, y'all giving me real evangelical vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Y'all trying to, and then there was another shot of all the secret that the agents, I guess they was lifting Trump back up after they jumped on him to protect him from the shots. And he got his fist in the air, and it almost looked like that one statue with the soldiers in the American flag, like they trying to lift the American flag back up. It was giving
Yeah.
that to me.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So do I believe? And I'm like, okay. I guess my question is, are we believing the hype on this assassination attempt?
Okay. I can unpack this in so many dimensions, but I'm gonna try to keep it
That's why,
simple
hey,
for the sake of
that's
time.
why with this, soon as I
Uh,
seen it, I was like, you know what? I got to talk about this with my dog.
okay, so first thing first, it's I'm just saying this, like you said, nobody deserves to get pum pum or anything.
Right.
No, it's not warranted for anybody.
Right.
Um, a lot of people are saying it looked like, something was not adding up. You know, the turn to the right, the look up, the look down, the pause. When it went off, you had a couple of people laughing in the background a little bit. I don't know if they thought it was like a sham, did too much that was going on. Then you mentioned the iconic when they got down over him to cover him, and they were saying, "Come on, let's go." You hear him say, "Wait, wait," and he turn around, and throw his fist up, and it's like, "Fight, fight," and I'm like, if somebody was just aiming at you and you telling the Secret Service to hold on, wait, so you could do a little fist pump and say fight, that's the wrong word. Because I listened to one of the CIA agents and she was like, they normally have guidelines to follow. So when you're scheduled to do something and be done promptly, and when you have something like this that you have to remove them urgent, but then you have those individuals that make it their job difficult because they don't want to follow protocol. And he's an example of that, because when he got to the car, he tried to do it again, and they had to push him in the truck. He threw his fist up again, and they pushed him down in the truck, right? Also, like I said, they were like, "Oh my gosh, somebody tried to assassinate the former president." Da, da, da. Okay, you guys, don't act like nobody hasn't ever been assassinated. I don't care who it is. It's been several people assassinated. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They haven't had anybody assassinated. Yeah. Well, just that one.
But an assassination is an assassination regardless. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely is.
You know what I'm saying? But I think the hype behind it is a distraction, because now you have this sympathetic vote, this pity vote. Some of his charges, his case has been thrown out after this situation. It's been thrown out. I don't know if you guys pay attention to the crypto market and the stock market, but after this situation, the stocks, crypto went up. A lot of stuff changes after events, and this was one of those events. But I also think the hype is a distraction, because you remember a couple of weeks ago on the BET Awards, Taraji was like, "Hey man, pretty much y'all need to go check out this Project 2025 because this is a dangerous thing." The number of people that went and Googled it during and after the BET Awards, the analytics was crazy. I couldn't find them, but somebody had posted them up, but it was crazy. Nobody had ever looked up something as rapid as Project 2025. But now you rarely hearing about that Project 2025. You have people throwing videos here and there, but now this is the hype, which is, like I said, it's sad that this happened. Don't get me wrong, but it's another distraction. It's another form of a distraction, because he was right in Milwaukee today.
And let me interject. Now, I thank God I ain't never been shot at. And the one time in training, when I did have bullets flying over my head, it was kind of, you know what I'm saying, to see the rounds, you know, because the rounds, they light up when it's dark. You know what I'm saying? You can see them flying. So to see them was kind of, you know what I mean? I had to, once I did my low crawl and I got to my destination, I had to sit up and like, man, them rounds was like actually going over my head. So for one to be shot at, you get up and do this, and then they had to push you in the car because you want to do this again, and then you go the very next day to another speaking engagement. I mean, maybe he got brass balls, but I just think that's kind of crazy to me. With something that catastrophic just happening to you, you personally, I just don't see the sense in it. I mean, what you feel? How you feel, bro? Because me and Larry been talking the whole time.
Nah, yeah, y'all good, man. Like you said, I can care either way. I can care less, um, but like I say, because you and I done had convos before, and we always say that wherever you are, whatever happens,
Then you
if,
go the very
if it was meant for him to possibly get killed or shot in that situation, then it would have happened. So for whatever reason, it didn't happen. I don't think it was real. That's just me. I think the whole thing was just because how you got somebody sitting on a roof, laying on the roof, you got cameras pointing to you telling me the Secret Service couldn't see that?
right. It was Secret Service man facing that same exact direction. And bro, it was no covering anywhere.
He
It
was
was
like
just
he was
this
out.
man on the roof.
He was out there looking like a sitting duck. Honestly, I mean, I don't know what kind of clothes he was wearing, but you mean tell me that they couldn't see that? So it's either so if it was a real situation, a real scenario, and they saw him, and it was really like a real planned attempt to assassinate Trump, that means that the Secret Service probably failed Trump. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's like they probably wanted him to get shot. I mean, that's if it was a true situation. Like I
Yeah.
said, I don't believe it was true. I don't believe it was real. So, so yeah, how they allow that to happen, I really it's still beyond me. It's beyond me. So, I mean, like I said, I'm still gonna pray for them. Like I said, we got to pray for our enemies too. We have to.
Yeah.
We have to do it. So, regardless. So pray for just pray for the country, man. Pray for him. Just pray that everything just kind of works out the way it's supposed to work out. And if it's meant for him to be a president again, then that's just what it is. That's just how it's supposed to go until something else happens or something changes, and we just got to roll with it like that. So yeah.
It's you brought up something about, you sent some images about the evangelicals and the scriptures and stuff that they write. It's interesting because you've never said you've never heard, well, I know I've never heard Trump thanking God for anything or saying thank you God for anything. And all of a sudden you have these evangelicals to do it. I don't recall. I don't even know. I know he tweeted right after. I don't know if it was his PR or whatever, but it was a lot of prophets have prophesied and say those who think that they are God or above God, they will eventually bow their knees to God.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And I think this right here has kind of may humble him down,
Mm-hmm.
may change it, because he been a little reckless with his mouth and everything, just going off on a tangent, say whatever he want to say, which
Mm-hmm.
I know they have individual PR writers that write what they're supposed to say and stuff, and it don't seem like he really be following what they be writing. So
No.
I think this is going to may humble him down some, or like you said, Ken, this could have been that distraction
Yeah.
to take people's mind off of everything else that's important that they
It's
should
Right.
be focusing on, like voting for in the primaries, looking at the candidates. You don't want this person in there, you vote them out, find somebody else, get the background on. And like I said, it's always something. When you're focused on something and people start paying attention, you need an immediate distraction.
mm-hmm.
Right.
If it's not distraction enough because of the situation, the media is going to pump it up. And the people that do his coverage, CNN, Fox, CNS, all of them are pretty much that, MAGA
Oh
group right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
owned by the MAGA,
Mm-hmm.
So it just depends. I just say, like you said, you gotta pray for them. You pray for all of them, pray for this country, and everybody just need to pay attention to what is really going on.
Right.
Get informed. If you don't know about anything, read. Reading is, what do they say? If you don't want black people to know anything, put it in a book. Pick
Yeah.
up a book and read. Read the newspaper. Read the news. It's very simple. Because I think I posted on my page. I was like, hey, I know, this project 2025 plan is long. Cool, no problem. I said, I'll make it easy for you. Just go to chapter 3, read page 3. I think it's 322 or 75, but I'll put the page number and the link where just read that part that will give you an understanding of what they're trying to do with this plan. And I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I'm voting for Trump, this, and this. Okay, yeah, with Biden in, taxes went up. Okay, cool. No problem. But okay, I can take that. But compare that to anything else that they're trying to do, that they're trying to roll back. They're trying to roll it back in the days.
Yeah.
You won't have no civil rights. The civil rights are
They're already trying to take voting away from us.
They're flipping the civil rights to protect their people,
right,
and not us. Find discrimination against them, not us. It's already hard to claim anything civil rights with us.
Mm-hmm.
You got to fight to get that for your violation of your civil rights right now. So imagine they implement this plan. Listen, I'm on page 322. It's like 800 pages. I'm on page 322 reading that. It's so detailed and laid out, and they're saying the academy they got to train the people in the positions, how they're going to implement it step by step. They're talking about everything. It ain't no joke. But again, our people don't pay attention. They're paying attention to what celebrity does slept with this celebrity.
Pay attention to gossip.
Yeah, there it is. Gossip. Stuff that's irrelevant to us and your well-being. So that's how,
It's and it's when I see people and when I see black people, like when I see black folk voting for Trump, and it's like, okay, if you vote Republican, that's fine. But like I follow Native Land Par, I watch them a lot, and Roland Martin. And it's like the Republican Party has turned into the MAGA party. It's not the Republican Party anymore. It's Trump and whatever Trump want to doggone do. I mean, just i.e. look at the doggone what the Supreme Court just did. Like they just granted him immunity on everything, on every count. Now, you would have had smooth old, handsome old Barack Obama in the office talking about grabbing some ladies by the coochie. His black behind would have been back in Chicago in one of them state penitentiaries.
Yeah.
Just off that alone. And you talking about 33, 35 more indictments and accounts or whatever the hell that was brought against this man. And you just throw them all out. You just throw them all out the window. So, and then to see people just because a freaking stimulus check, just because he put his name, he didn't grant you that money. We forget how laws are made and bills are passed. Just because he's the face of the country. He is just that. The president is the face of the country. They might sign off on some things. They might not sign off on some things. He just so happened to put his name on that check, and everybody think, oh, Trump gave us this money. But what happened after that money? You know what I'm saying? Now, and I just saw the other day, again on Native Land Part, the girl, I think her name, I want to say Jasmine Crockett. I hope that's her name. She was saying how many she had. Her and the Native Land Part, they had this little conference, and the people who had their student loans forgiven, who that came up under? Who did that come up under? That show wasn't Trump.
No, it was Biden. It
wasn't Trump.
So you talking about a little $1,200 check, or somebody who had 6 figures wiped out, forgiven. Now I ain't gonna say wiped away, but forgiven. You know what I'm saying? That's real change. You know what I'm saying? So man, you give an ignorant nigga a couple dollars and they don't care about nothing else.
Yeah. It's interesting you say that. We had somebody on like TikTok.
I mean, it's enough. That's probably the most annoying thing with my people. We shuck and jive.
Mm-hmm.
We and it's just sad with the new generation because they're not being taught anything. They're taking away the stuff that like the substance, the
Mm-hmm.
substance of us. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know where you come from, you damn sure don't know where you're going.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like when I'm at work and I be telling the kids about TikTok. Oh, you be on TikTok? You want to do some TikTok? No, our algorithm sucks.
Oh yes.
China, every algorithm in China is something educational, something instructional. What they send us, everybody want to dance. Everybody want to dance and have these little stupid ass songs. That's not teaching our kids nothing. They know the song, but they can't say they damn ABCs.
Yeah.
Can't damn read, but you be walking and talking about they not like us.
Mm.
But you can't read though.
What's the hell?
You know how when they be they be walking and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
You're throwing up the hand signs.
Yeah,
But like I'm just saying though, man. It's like don't get me wrong, and I love the song. I love the song,
yeah.
but it's just like it is. We are getting away from what and who we freaking are, and every time you turn around, something happened. A nigga done got paid somewhere, and you can't tell me. Well, I forget where Trump was at this black church, and I will pray for him.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I will not. I could not. I will look at my pastor crazy if he had doggone Trump in there. I will look. I look at every black pastor silly. Now you were saying, Larry, that he did that. This might humble him. No, it won't, because we know this was a ruse. It was either a ruse to distract us, which it is, and it was a ruse for a sympathy vote. Yeah. This man is a tyrant. He wants to be a king. He doesn't want to be president.
Yeah. No.
And people like I was saying, I watched the little Taylor Swift thing, and people think the Taylor Swift club and the crew, the Swifties, we think they are something important. Let this man get elected again. Let this man get elected again, because MAGA already thought they had it. I mean, look at the insurrection. They wanted to take their country back. They wanted to take their country. Ain't nobody. It's been y'all country. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's been y'all country. What are you talking about? But you want to take it back.
It's too many people that don't look like them here, but a lot of them are immigrants, because technically they stole this country, and technically they steal pretty much everything they step their feet on, because our people and indigenous people, they didn't know the way to do certain things or how to keep it. It was, the natives that taught them, that allowed them to take control. Why you think over in Africa, when you had the Chinese going over there and buying land in certain parts of Africa, they ran them people out of their country. They shut down their stores and restaurants and stuff like that. It like you say, their country is they believe it is their country, just like they say country music is their music. Absolutely not, because it wouldn't be no country music if it wasn't for our people. Right. With the banjo that they used to make mockery. I don't think it'll be music, period. Listen, I say this all the time. Take our people out of the NBA. Take our people out of the NFL. Take our people out of NCAA. What do you have? You have no competition. Nothing. You have nothing. You have no money coming in. Take our kids and put them in HBCU. I guarantee you our HBCUs will have the facilities that UL, Florida State,
that's what I want to see.
All these white collegiate colleges have. These PWIs, PWU, PWI, they will have the same facilities, the condition. There is no way these HBCUs should not get the quality facilities. They get less money than these other schools.
Yeah.
So
Oh, of course.
that shows you.
And then they get money stolen from them.
Exactly. Like FAMU is a good example. Why is it that when they go to the Classic, they're not getting paid the money they should be getting paid from these games? The band's not getting paid the money that should. There's no way you got this marching 100 band known everywhere across. There's no reason why this band should be on the road and eating bag lunches.
What?
Yeah, it was a trip that they went and they gave them bag lunches. Why with a university like this, when they perform with this predominantly white collegiate college, right? They got airtime. They taught this band the routine and everything, perform with them. Who got a bulk of the money? Not FAMU. Not FAMU. And Extreme Don't Lie. So not only you with the top band, one of the top bands around the world that is well known, the Marching 100, you're performing with this band and you're a white university. They done taught you guys everything. You performing and you guys are streaming on TV? No. We have to capitalize because it's kind of like they're using us to gain. Think about it. Our athletes, how they're getting that athletes by giving them money. These sponsors, and so that's why I forgot the guy, the one guy, was a football coach, and then it was somebody else. He was like, "Oh, so why they just can't play for free like they did back in the day? Why do we have to pay them?" Now we're talking about the college athletes, right? So it's a problem that now we have these black athletes that are getting NIL deals and getting endorsements. Oh, so now that they got NILs, they making money. Oh, now they want to be a rapper. Oh, everybody want to be a gangster now. This came out of this guy's mouth. It's an older white man. I forget his name, but it's like, what is the problem? Because without them, y'all wouldn't be bringing in the money y'all bringing in. Without these top black athletes that are getting selected at your college, you will not be making the money that you're making. Right. You know, you guys are getting paid millions off of them. You're streaming live on NBC, ESPN2, whichever one it is. You're getting paid stream, and all these kids is getting a full scholarship. Okay, they're getting a little stipend when they go and eat. And of course, from the little booster club, they may get a little something here and there. But just think if
I mean, collegiate sports is big business.
It's money.
Just collegiate sports is big business, and you'll say just like back in the day, Ed O'Bannon. They had this man on. But he wasn't getting paid anything. But you using his image and likeness, you can't. I mean, what's that about? Ed O'Bannon and the UCA Bruins go against whoever. And whoever that was playing, you know what I'm saying? I can't think of no names right now, but it's just like you're using these kids to come to your school, get money. They bringing all this attention to your school. You're getting money from boosters because they come into your school. Your school is winning because of these kids, but you can't do nothing for them.
Yeah, I got one even better. The football coach that was like, he think he gonna retire because now the kids ain't gonna be.
Nick Saban.
Yeah, the kids are not. The players are not gonna be focusing on skill. They're gonna be focused on where they can make the most money at. But look how much you getting paid. What's the problem? You're getting paid too.
He was getting paid a lot. You know, I mean, I kind of see. Don't get me wrong. I kind of see what he's saying, but it's just for him. It's the playing field not level no more.
No.
I mean, because now it's like, okay, if I can't get no money here, I'm gonna go over here and get some money. But for him, it was like all you had was you could just say, "Come to Alabama, we're gonna win the championship." Everybody was going to Alabama.
Yeah.
Everybody was going to Alabama. Then everybody was going to Georgia. So it's like now you got schools, power. Oh Lord, what they call them? Power 5 schools or whatever,
Mhm.
they all have
The top ones.
Yeah, they have some money now. They can, okay, if you third string waiting for your spot at Alabama, okay, you can play. But the two other dudes that all 4-star, 5-star athletes in front of you, you're not gonna get no clock. Come
Mhm.
up here, get some clock and get some cash. You know what I'm saying? But to your point, I would love to see, don't and I love Florida State, but I'd be doggone, I would love to see all of our top athletic black students go to our HBCUs, have that power, have that dynamic, Power 5, have that dynamic switch. And then they will see. Yeah, you don't want you don't need me. You don't want me unless I'm entertaining.
Yeah.
You don't love me unless I'm entertaining you. I'm running, I'm catching your football, throwing your football, bouncing your basketball, dunking your basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, y'all don't touch on so much. I don't even really need to say anything, but uh but yeah, but like you said, the country is built on capitalism and colonialism. So in a nutshell, that's all it is. They profit off of our blood, sweat, tears, pain, misery, heartache, whatever it is. Just like with the Black Lives Matter thing. It wasn't really a thing until they say, you know what, let's construct some, or let's organize some to where the black folks, they'll, because all you gotta do is throw us a little bone. Once you throw us a little bone, we gonna jump for joy. Juneteenth, that's another one. Me personally, I don't really care about Juneteenth. I don't care for Juneteenth, but it is what it is. But it's a capitalism, and it's a marketing scheme for the other folk. So now they're making all the little T-shirts, throwing all the little parades or whatever. Who you think getting that money? None of us ain't getting it. We ain't
I
getting it.
will say this though: if a black person ain't celebrating Juneteenth, they better not be somewhere doing no fireworks.
Exactly. Well, yeah. Hey, I agree. I agree with it wholeheartedly. Yeah. No Juneteenth, no 4th of July. So yeah, I don't really. I mean, all these holidays are pagan holidays anyway. We shouldn't be celebrating any of them anyway.
Right.
So
Yeah, I mean
yeah.
it's all just to put money back into, what I'm saying, just throw money back into the United States of America.
We just putting money back into the government, man. That's it, into the economy. So
Pretty much.
so yeah, like I said, until we can get our own and start up our own, kind of like the Black Wall Street, when they had about 100 years ago. I mean, until we could get something like that. But the problem is we can't do it here in the
Yeah,
States.
I was just thinking that because it was like, would we be able to do it?
We
Because
couldn't do it.
like we
couldn't do it.
just talking about the go ahead, Larry.
They've already started building that back up. It's already
I heard about
it's
it.
already one that
It's
they're
in the works.
starting up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's possible. It's just
We will see, because just like we
Yeah.
said with the whole when we started this topic,
Mhm.
all of the assassinations. Every time we have somebody
Mhm.
influential,
Oh yeah.
from King to X to Fred Hampton.
Yeah.
Recent time, I don't care what nobody say. Argue with your mama. Don't argue with me.
Right.
Tupac and Nipsey Hussle,
Yeah.
influential.
Influential.
When they see black people getting ready to make moves, and black people getting ready to empower other black people, we get taken off the earth.
Yeah.
They told us back in the day, pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us ain't have no damn boots to put straps on to
You
pull
ain't
ourselves
had no
up.
shoes. You ain't had no shoes,
So
right?
we make the
Right.
money to buy boots.
Mm-hmm.
Make the money to get the straps to put on the damn boots. We finally pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. What you get? Rosewood. What you get? Tulsa.
Mhm.
What you get? That counter that's over there up on the Lake Lanier. I mean,
Mhm.
so we will see. And don't let it just be the ground being broke. Now, if there's some buildings coming up, okay, but let the ground being broken and then this fool get back in office, and this project 2025 come alive. Ain't gonna be no Tulsa. We gonna have to take our behinds. You know, I keep saying, don't get me wrong. I would love to get this family compound here. I would love it.
Right.
Buy some acres, get some folk on some acres. I'm talking about a lot of land, because that's how you get wealth with land.
Of course.
But if we can't do it here, like, boy, and I'm gonna keep praying. I'm gonna keep praying until it happens. It's in the Bible. You keep asking, and it will be given to you. Keep knocking, and the door will open. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm gonna keep speaking. I'm gonna keep speaking positivity over myself about this financial blessing thing. Right now, I'm in between blessings. This financial blessing, we all need it. You know, I was talking about, you know, you give an ignorant nigga some money, they'll do anything. Money is power. Money is a necessity. We all need it. Would I like to have more? Oh, yes, I would. Yes, I would. But I'd be doggone if you'll see me as soon as I get some. I'm gonna have a big old diamond studded pinky ring on and a big old fat behind diamond chain on, saying, "Oh, hey, yeah, y'all see your boy. You know what I'm saying? You see your boy." And I'm sure not gonna have no damn cyber truck sitting out in my driveway.
I saw one or two of them things on the street. This thing look atrocious, man. I don't even like them things.
They look like a stepped on shoebox.
Man,
it's crazy.
Starting can on wheels.
Yeah. But it's crazy because you think about when these new cars come out and they hit the road, it's like they just giving them away. And you be looking like I see somebody in a Tesla. It seems like they didn't even know how to work their Tesla for a moment. I don't know if they had a little. I don't know what was going to come. Like they don't know how to drive their car. Like what are they doing?
Man.
You know? And I don't. I think.
Yeah, Lego truck.
Yeah, I think. First thing first is everybody has to bind together, because if all our people stick together, and it's been proven to work. We've seen it with the Montgomery Bus boycott.
Yeah,
you took money out of there. You've seen it with Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street was up. That money circulated 99 times before it actually left out of that community. That means every business was supporting the business. If you look at the statistics today, I think it's less than 1% of Black businesses is being supported by our own people. They're putting their money into Gucci, Dolce Gabbana, Tommy Hill. I'm like this. If you have those brands and you don't have no stock in it, you don't need to purchase it. Whatever you buy that's expensive like that, you need to have stock in it. Of course, do your due diligence, but you using it, you need to have. If you have an Apple laptop, you need to have stock in Apple.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
yeah.
If you all these, you can get the one stock that has everything in one. You know, instead of, like you said, instead of just if we stick together, it's possible, because it is possible for us to do it. We have to bind together. If we bind together, we're powerful than any other culture race out there.
Everybody.
But we can't stick. It's so much hatred against our own people. We are our own worst enemies. That's why these other people feel like they can get away with what they get away with us, because we're doing it to ourselves. So to them, it's one less on the street.
Yeah,
they killing themselves.
We have to see it like that. And like, you know, I did say, you know what I'm saying, I did do my little fake walk with the They Not Like Us, but I'd be doggone if that show. And matter of fact, I keep talking about we got to pray for Trump. I got to pray for Drake. Ain't no way he can come back from this. I feel so bad for that light skinned brother. It's just, I feel so bad for this dude. But that damn song is a freaking vibe. And the fact that he did that pop, he said, sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas. That was one of the verses. And then he did the pop out doggone concert. In the video, had the Bloods and the Crips United. On that stage, he had the Bloods and the Crips United. So it's like, it's possible, but we just got to do it in the right way. You know what I'm saying? We just have to, like you say, it got to be taught. It has to be taught. It has to be taught. And
It won't be our generation. I think it'll have to be the generation behind us. You have to teach your kids.
And the generation behind them.
I think we're kind of like a leeway.
We can be the lead.
We can touch it because some of the ones in the generation behind us are lost. Now, I can say you have some go-getters in the generation that's coming up behind us. They becoming, they know social media. So, you know, I think another reason why they're trying to get away, they want to get away from social media, especially TikTok, because a lot of our generations behind us and before us, they're making money on TikTok. They don't have to go in on somebody's job because a lot of people are learning how to become entrepreneurs. But
which is awesome.
Which is good.
Awesome.
Great.
But a lot of times, you know, it's OnlyFans. Some of I don't know the statistics. Let me not say a lot of times OnlyFans money, but it's like if you not. That's why. Because don't get me wrong, my first passion, my passion, my first love. I love to make people laugh. But at the same time, you know, I definitely want to be intuitive. I want to be enlightening. You know what I'm saying? So, we gotta kind of sort of get out of that entertainment realm. You know what I'm saying? Some of these churn, just like your pastor say, watch how you do. You know what I'm saying? Your pastor say, you might be the only Bible somebody will ever read.
Yes.
Yep.
So some of us might be the only book that a child might ever read. That a person might ever read. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we gotta do better. And I don't know. It could be done, but it'll take a lot of doing for something to be done with us uniting and coming together. Because like you say, you know, hell, I put on a fresh pair of Jordans, I might walk in the wrong neighborhood and get them stole. You know what I'm saying?
That is true. That right there again. That's the mindset of you go somewhere. It shouldn't be where you go into your own neighborhood and you feel unsafe in your own neighborhood. Chicago, you have killings like 4th of July. 2 babies got shot. It was five outside. 2 babies got shot in Chicago on July 4th. You know, so again, it starts with when I listen to They Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. Like you said, Kendrick Lamar in that song is talking about unity. He's talking about community. He's talking about coming together. He's talking about ending all this beef stuff. Let's come together. We can work together. We're powerful together. That's what I get when I hear that song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a diss track. It's showing you, hey, we can do this. We can work together. We can get through this. We can come together some grounds. We can negotiate some stuff and make this a safe place, a safe haven, so we can grow. You know, that's what I get from that song. But you know, when we're in our community shooting up our places, when they want to march, I'm not going to march. Marching, what marching we do? Okay, may get a little press, little music. No, I'm not marching.
Pointless.
You go down there to that representative. You set up meetings with them. You go talk to these people. You go ask questions and stuff like you question. We put these people in office. When you don't go vote, when you don't do your due diligence on these people, anybody get in office. That affects us. That affects the kids, the generation. It affects us because people don't want to read, don't want to research, don't want to get no information, don't want to do nothing. But then when stuff start happening and affecting them, you want to complain. You can't complain if you're not doing what you need to do to make this stuff don't happen to you or carry down to your kids and their kids and all of that.
Right. Right. It's man, and we've been trying to, me and Kenji, we've been trying to talk about, voting, on here as well. Of course, he has his views, and I can't even front on his views. It's like, because more times than not, the president is selected, not elected. But we
Correct.
have to, but then at the same time, we have to get off. Like I said, the president. He's just the face of the. He's the face.
He's just a face. That's
He's
it.
just the face. So, and man, when we like, we just got to do our due diligence, man. It's I don't being a believer in God. I cannot say, and I will not say something that never happened.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not allowed to see it, I can pray and have hope that my children will be alive to see it. My grandchildren will be alive to see it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we got to
Yeah, you got to plant that seed. You got to plant that
Yeah.
seed in them, man. You have to. 'Cause like I said, if they trying to go back to that Jim Crow law and all of that, we gonna need some real troopers, some real soldiers, to try to step up and try to lead the pack. And that's why they have a lot of the I hate to try to offend people, but that's why back when we was growing up, men were very masculine and very manly. You know what I mean? This generation, who you got out there that's masculine and strong, that you like, yes, I want to be like that person. A lot of them, they trying to make them, I don't want to offend anybody. So I'm not going to say, but, they having our guys, they kind of demasculating our guys, our men. So our young men, when they're looking at the TV or, looking in the entertainment world, a lot of them are like women, you know what I mean? So
yeah. I mean,
so, yeah,
a
that's what
couple
I'm
of
saying.
these, what I'm saying, a couple of the celebrities be wearing dresses and skirts and stuff like that. I mean,
demasculating the men. Yeah, they just
I
doing
thought the skinny jeans was bad. This here terrible.
bro. They got men wearing rompers. They started with the male purse with the purse. They got purses. I mean, like they year by year, they just trying to change a man straight up into a woman. I swear. Year by year.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I just say money ain't everything.
Right.
And I think a lot of times too, and even like you said, I understand what you said. And now you still have your men who, okay, you have that men that have that, they still embrace that, they have that soft side. I wouldn't say that it's feminine, but they still have that in touch with it, because black men growing up as boys, some of them, they be like, stop crying, you a boy.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be like this. But also too, with that also doesn't allow that child to feel, I would say, not heartless. They can't like
express themselves.
They express themselves.
Right.
And so it builds up. And so when these kids can express themselves, you said, stop crying, you a boy. Toughen up. This. Or they're telling their son it's okay to sleep with multiple women. Now you're raising that child. That child may be a woman beater when they grow up because they don't know how to express themselves. Right. They're emotionally stuck. And that emotion end up coming out, and it ends up not good a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? It may affect their mental health, because now they think that they're tough. They may feel like, okay, I got to do this because I'm the man of the house, or I got to carry this load. They got to be Superman. But that doesn't make them a man. When you're able to, if a man is able to express themselves, you will see a lot less of this. The women, how can I put this? I've seen some women that have like gentlemen, they're still masculine, but they're really soft spoken and chill. They don't be on that,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then they be like, I've seen where they kind of like try to push them to see if they can get them out. I mean, like, that's a nice person. Why are you trying to turn them into a person that they're not? And then when they get to that point and then it becomes repetitive, now you done created a monster. Let that person, let a man should be able to be vulnerable without a female saying, you need to tighten up. You weak. You soft. You this. No. Yeah. Let that man be vulnerable. If he want to let out a tip, he'd be like, I need help. Help him.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah, and
saying?
like, because
There's nothing wrong with that.
we spoke on
Yeah.
that a
We
couple
talked about it.
of episodes
Oh,
ago, and
okay.
it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's and
Yeah.
I'm glad you said it because I definitely
Yeah.
wanted to get another woman on to ask that woman
Female's point of
how they
view.
feel
Right.
because I can see a dude, come give me a hug. I don't, not no whining ass type dude.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if a guy cry, let that man cry. It's an
Mhm.
emotion.
Right.
It's an a God given emotion. Like I
Right.
get scared when I'm like if I just so happen to be at a funeral or a wake or whatever, and especially if it's that person's if it's that guy's family and that guy not crying, I'm scared of that dude
Mhm.
because a lot of men are like you said are raised with misplaced anger. Now you remember back in the day when we used to listen to JT Money and
Mhm.
Too Short and you know what I'm saying, all of that I hate hoes, all that type of stuff.
Mhm.
You know, we're not supposed to care about this. We're not supposed to care about a woman.
Mhm.
You remember? You remember the young lady that got burnt up at the doggone gas station by the man because
Yeah.
just that's to me that's misplaced anger.
Mhm.
That is misplaced anger. Like maybe if a man gave a man
Mhm.
the space to you know I guess to cry to feel vulnerable. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? First, like in his home, you know, with like because I and it'd be so funny here. Don't get me wrong, I ain't no whining type dude, but I cry before my wife does. And it'd be so funny. My sons like when they see my wife cry,
They know it's so
it's
serious.
serious.
Yeah.
It's like
Cause it's
they
yeah.
shocked, they surprised. Oh, something must really be bad if mommy crying. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it's just like, and I'm glad that she gave me that space. And I'm not crying at every old thing. Like I just
Yeah.
hate the fact that especially black women. Well, I can't say all, man, not all black women. Some of them.
Some.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They see a
Yeah.
dude crying. Oh, yeah, nigga. Oh, yeah, what you crying for? I just don't you cry? You know
Everybody
what I'm
cry.
saying? Like, and don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's the junk is crazy to me, man. And I think we got to get away from that too
Yeah.
because if
It's toxic.
yeah, it is toxic because
Yeah.
you holding on to that stuff, and like you say, um, it's gonna be misplaced.
Mhm.
Your child gonna be smashing and grabbing everything he can.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But why? And why is that a man?
Yeah. It's not. It's not. A lot of stuff. Something may like when you if you tell somebody what you crying for, tighten up this and this. That could be a trigger because they're trying to get out whatever it is they're trying to smash, and that may be a trigger. So you never know. You never want to push somebody to that point. That's why whether it's a woman or female, you want to have that conversation and be open and listen before judging. I know. I follow this guy. He's like a crypto. He's a crypto guru. His name Calvin Hill, and he said every time he get off his live, he said to all my queens, if nobody told you, I love you all. I genuinely love you all. To my fellas, to my kings, I love you. He said, I don't have a problem. He said, I genuinely love you. He said, it takes a real man to tell another man that they love him. He said, I want y'all to call your homeboy and tell him you love him. Let me see if y'all can do that. So that is true because you don't hear a lot of men telling their
Mm-hmm.
homeboy, bro, I love
You don't
you.
hear it often.
You don't hear it because they think it's you being funny or this
Especially nowadays.
it's
Oh
a
my
it's
god.
an emotion,
They turn
So
they turn everything into so funny and all of that.
they flip the narrative on
Mhm.
everything. So even I think like with men with the dressing style, like you should be wearing fitted clothes, right? So you have some men that like to dress, and these are straight masculine men. Me personally, I don't see nothing wrong with a man wearing fitted clothes. Cause why you walking around here 30, 40 years old with your drawers showing? Why you got on 3 pairs of boxers and your drawers short? Like, at
Right.
what point do you wear something that looks presentable and your drawers not showing? Nobody want to see that.
You talking about okay? You
No.
might. I get it with the fitted clothes. I ain't finna wear no fitted clothes.
Well,
I mean, because
not like fitted, not like
you
know
are not
fitted
finna
where
pick
you
at my
can't
rolls,
breathe.
man. You
But
are not finna pick at my rolls.
no.
I'm gonna wear something baggy. It's
Okay, let's put it like this. Let's say you wear something that your counterpart wear. They automatically say, "Oh, well, you funny." This is they're switching the narrative. It's okay for this particular culture
oh
to
yeah,
wear it, but
I
you
mean, and
better.
it's like to the dudes who can wear it. I be,
Yeah, it's
I'm like, damn, that look good on Buddy.
yeah. So
Not in no
it should
funny
be no
way. You know what
problem.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
it
that
should
look
be
good
no
on him, but
problem
I
to
know it won't
compliment.
look good on me.
Yeah, but it should. But I'm saying it shouldn't be no problem for you to give somebody else a compliment with no ill, nothing funny about it. You just being real, and I think that takes a real person to be able to compliment, even with women complimenting other women or women complimenting men. Hey, you look nice. That's cute. That's nice. It should not be a problem. It shouldn't be like all of it. We do too much. We beat down our
definitely
own
do.
people. We beat down our own people, whether it's a status thing, whether it's colorism, this whole light skin, dark. At the end of the day, you are still black. I don't care what shade of black you are. You are black, okay?
Yeah.
They still see you as black.
We got three different shades right here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what they see you as, black.
Yep.
Light, dark, medium, rare, whatever. You're still black. So I think we also need to get out of that. You got love on each other. People got to love on each other. Be kind to one another. You be kind to one another. You walk past somebody, how you doing? Don't walk around with your nose tooted up like you better than somebody else, because you're not.
Yeah.
It's just so funny, man. Sometimes you try to have, when you raise right, you say good morning or you say what's up. It just be so fun to be the ones that don't say it back. Most of the time, I'm more surprised. I'm honestly more surprised when the black person don't say it back.
Yeah, I'd be surprised too. You probably expect it from our counterparts, like but you don't really expect it from black, because usually we kind of speak to each other for the most part. Yeah, we usually do it. But hey,
I think I said it. Yeah, I think I said it I've said good morning to somebody, or I spoke to one of our counterparts. Like, okay, well, you ain't gotta speak. Like, I'm that type of person, because I feel good morning. How you doing? Even when you in the store, they scan it. How you doing? Doing good. How about yourself? That's just it's just it's how can I say?
I mean, it's nothing to say hi. It's nothing.
It doesn't take nothing, right?
Yeah. And your hi may brighten up somebody's morning. Your good morning, have a great day. Your good morning, how you doing, may brighten up somebody's day, because nobody ever, somebody may not have never done that, said something to them. It may open them up to be more open to talk to people. You just never know. It all starts with a conversation. People learn how to have a conversation, then
or a simple smile. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or a simple smile. It's home training, man. It's home training. And don't get me like we talking about black and this and that, and like you're supposed to love, period. You know what I'm saying? But
black, we the most lovable out of all of them. I mean, they trying to paint us in this, like we're just these.
If not lovable, definitely forgiving.
More forgiving, more lovable, all of that. Like like I say, because the media and everybody, they just portray us in this certain way, this certain realm, this certain light. So now when we get around other people, it's like they have some type of fear, towards us. It's just like how you say how you're going to you get around a woman and you're a black man, whether they and they got a person, they what I'm saying, they clutch that purse a little tighter, or maybe they turn a certain way. Yeah, man. It's all fear. It's just how the image portray, how the industry, how they portray us. So, I don't even know how we could even go about changing that, because, people are going to be who they are. They're going to think how they want to think.
Like it's a mindset, bro.
It's all on their mind. It's all in their mind. So
it's a mindset. We won't be able to change that. Only they can. You know what I
Right.
mean? I remember, oh man, when I had my Cadillac with the speakers in the back, it would be so funny pulling up to the Gardens Mall with my music blasting, white folks turning their head, looking a certain type of way. When I see them, I park real fast. I run up to the door and hold the door open for them, and they look at me another type of way.
It's a different look.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm that dude too. I will hold the door open for you. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. I was raised right.
Yeah, man.
But I was just, but you know what I'm saying. It's you might now. Somebody probably on here done seen the other side, but it's just like you can't. Everybody got a button. Everybody has a button.
Yeah,
it's just your button just can't be just that easy to push though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, but I like I say, I am that. I'm yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. I say that to adults. I say it to children. I'm gonna give you the respect that you feel like you deserve. So you, in return, you got to give me that. You got to give me that same respect. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's the way it has to be. That's the way it should be.
Right.
Where it should be.
Right.
Yeah, just one person at a time. It's a positive thing. Well, that's all you can do. One person at a time, and you just make it your thing. Do your part. You do what you do. Everybody play their own part. Everybody is different, so you do what you need to do. You focus on being a better you, and when you be a better you, and the next person be a better them, then you have something, you know.
I keep hearing this going around. If everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's just the way it has to be. But man, I enjoyed this. We're gonna have to do. When I find another good topic, I'll have you back, man. This
always a pleasure.
You know what I'm saying? So we all this J and K. We ain't even say that when we first came on. Lord have mercy. Y'all know what it is. We had our girl a piece of mind on. I tried to get on because I knew we was gonna be long winded. I tried to hurry and get on.
Yeah.
Larry, tell me what they find you, girl.
So you can find me on YouTube, A Piece of Mind. I have 3 segments, have two more different segments, natural herbal wisdom and generational care. My grandmother's a caregiver. And then of course Basics of Perseverance, music one. So you can find me on YouTube at Peace of Mind. On Instagram, you can find me at Peace of Mind _Vibe LA, and on TikTok, Vibe_LA.
Well, damn, we gotta get my business up now, cause
you gotta get it going, huh?
Yeah, boy, cause you can only find me here. You know what I'm saying? And
Instagram.
Yeah, go to Instagram. Yeah, I can't.
It's coming. Yeah, it's coming.
I can't even remember what my name is on Instagram. So yeah, that's why I don't be putting that.
How you know?
Man, I just be putting stuff, man. But hey, 4D, I appreciate you, man. You was on here. I appreciate you. Everybody who was watching, Auntie, I seen you on here. So yeah, we love y'all, man, and we'll check y'all.
Don't forget, click like.
Yeah, that too. Everything he's saying.
Yeah, click like and subscribe. Yes,
I be forgetting that too, man.
We always forget to say that. We never throw that in there. We always forget.
Make sure you guys subscribe and like to the channel, share with your family and friends. It's always something interesting to talk about. Always chime in with them.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Man. Always. Indeed.
Yes, indeed.
All right, y'all. Everybody have a good evening.
You too.
Peace. Peace.